Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a reading for August 20th for the collective for all signs, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Let's go ahead and jump into this reading. We're going to invite spirit, angels, ancestors, loved ones who have passed, spirit guides, and ascended masters to this space to deliver the messages that we need to hear. Messages for the collective, please, for August 20th, 2020. Wow, you guys, I cannot believe we are already coming to the end of August. Two of Pentacles. We've had some powerful readings this week, you guys. All right, I love it. I love this energy. Overall is the Strength card. So we do have Leo season wrapping up pretty soon. So again, I feel like this is testament to this, taking a look, reviewing what we've accomplished, what has happened. You know, Leo season has been very potent, powerful, healing, abundance, prosperity, Lionsgate, new moon in Aquarius. You know, we've got all this stuff going on. Uranus going retrograde, Venus moving into Cancer. So much energy. So some of you guys might be feeling a little bit worn out. Some of you might be feeling a little bit like, you know, you're not sure which direction to move in. There's this sort of lack of self-confidence. You know, there's just trying to integrate everything that's happened. Okay, underneath that we do get the Knight of Swords. Yeah, so it's like you want to move forward, you want to move in a new direction, but some of you guys are feeling really drained. Or you know that you're on the right path, but you want to speed it up. But we're really getting in this sort of built-in pull back, rest, relax. It's going to be okay. We're not going to lose momentum, even if it feels that way. The Two of Pentacles is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. This is about juggling. This is about balancing. So two people, two ideas, work, life, love, work, whatever it might be. And this is exhausting energy. The way to get through this is being, you know, with grace and good humor, and taking things lightly, okay? But this is an energy that isn't sustainable forever. So at one point in time, you will have to make a decision about what is best for you. Now, some of us are still really uncomfortable with realizing or making a decision about what it is we need to focus on. Most of the time that focus is us, okay? Because a lot of us were parents, or we're children, or we're taking care of others, or we're busy at work, you know, and most of my collective, those of you listening, you guys are very highly skilled empaths, psychics, other readers, energy workers. Okay, and you know, and it's hard. It's really, really hard to put yourself first, but it is paramount. It is a selfless act. Okay, what I'm seeing is an Ace of Cups in reverse with this Strength card. All right, and this may speak very, very much, this is going to speak very heavily with that Ace of Cups and the Strength card. I'm seeing my Cancer, Leo cuspers. You guys might be feeling this in particular is the message I'm getting, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that you have to be a Cancer, Leo cusper. You could be exhibiting Cancer, Leo qualities, or it could just be, yeah, you're feeling exhausted, but you guys are empaths. You guys have been holding space for others. You've been taking care of everyone. You've been keeping your head held high despite all of this craziness that's going on around you. Okay, that's going on with the collective. Again, we have Uranus in retrograde, so we're going to see, you know, like explosions, we met natural disasters, people protesting. You know, we want to be innovative. We want to work on our self-care. We want to, you know, we want personal growth, but we're trying to do it all. And we're trying to stay calm and cool at the same time, like not let anybody see us sweat. We don't want anyone to see that we are weak. All right, and I see this balancing act, and I feel like that balancing act, this inability to put one of these pentacles down, to really focus on the self, on filling up your own cup, on saying, hey, I'm too tired to do this, I need to take a rest, I need to take a step back, is what's keeping us from this next level, from this ascension, from this up-leveling, but we're ever so close. The Six of Wands energy, this is about victory. This is about success. You guys have had, I want you to make sure that you're celebrating all of your small successes. When the World card is in reverse, it could be, again, and I talk about this a lot in my readings, but we get stuck on this linear timeline of go, 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 right? And when we have a retrograde, whether it's Mercury, whether it's Uranus, whatever it might be, whenever we have a retrograde, it's asking us to pull back and to relax and to celebrate our small successes and do a little review. Take an inventory of what has happened during Leo season, the good things, the things you've achieved, the progress you've made. Okay, the spiritual awakening, the process the healing journey you've been on. Okay, the light codes that you've downloaded that you're integrating, but take this time to review. And if we get stuck on this linear timeline of go, 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 we run the risk of exhaustion, which is ultimately going to keep us, in a state of disempowerment or delay our progress or our up-leveling. So I want you to celebrate your small victories today. I want you to celebrate other people's victories as well. And I want you to see how far you've come in the last, not even just during Leo season, but in the last 6 months or even the last year. Okay. And I think in doing this, you're going to see that you've actually achieved a lot. And the King of Cups is a visionary. He's an artist. He's emotionally balanced. He's intuitive. He's psychic. This is you guys. This is your upgrade. This is what you're working towards, and many of you guys are already there, but you're too busy moving on to the next or trying to push forward or trying to make yourselves look good while you're doing all this and failing to see that you guys are this King of Cups. And that's what Spirit wants you to know. Build in your rest periods. The King of Cups has this stoic outside. We think of this, for some people it's Piscean, Scorpio energy, others it's Cancer, it's water energy, it's about emotion. But either way, this is somebody who has a stoic outside, like this hard shell. But on the inside, this is somebody who's extremely loving and tender and nurturing and caring. And it's time to let those that you trust, it's time to let people see this, and that's part of your victory, is becoming more emotionally available. If that makes sense. I know that's kind of a weird message. But also recognizing your emotions and recognizing when it's time for you to take a break, pull back, meditate, pray, rest, sleep. Victory is very close. There are a series of small victories that are going to lead up to this World card being reversed, but you must celebrate these small victories. Heartache and loss, 3 of Swords. Some of you have been balancing 2 people, but this is the 3 of Swords. This is third-party energy, trying to balance work and love, family, work, love, okay? Your side hustle, your job, your relationship, all right? Some of you guys, you're just trying to do it all, and it's time to take a look at that, how tiring this is. For those of you where it's balancing people, some of you guys are just tired of trying to keep, and it doesn't have to be your energy. It could be somebody that's in your surroundings, somebody you're dealing with, but somebody who's not being completely honest here and keeping up with lies is what I'm saying. Is like so tiring. What did you tell this person, or what did you tell that person? I don't pick up on that being your energy though, you guys. I pick it up on being an outside energy. Some of you guys are just sick of dealing with that. Some of you are ready to heal and to move on. Some of you guys have been keeping a hard exterior despite grief, sadness, and sorrow. You may have lost someone, maybe during the pandemic. Maybe it was, it was a relative, a friend. It could be a pet. And some of you guys are really tired of keeping up appearances is what I'm getting. And so I'm not picking up on this being so much lying to two people or lying to people, but but in a way, yes, because it's like that, yeah, I'm okay, everything's fine, you know, very Stepford wife. But meanwhile, there's some sort of inner turmoil, there's some sort of exhaustion. Some of you guys, it's just, you know, it's being a parent and working and doing online schooling and, you know, trying to get that time to meditate, whatever, just doing too much. And that's where the sense of exhaustion is coming from. And you're not being honest with yourself about how much you can do, or asking your partner or your friends or your family or whoever for a little bit of respite, that you need a little bit of help, right? Because you don't want to be seen as weak here. And this is particularly for my males. You know, the ultimate shame for males is being seen as weak. And for females, it's for having to do 100% of everything all the time and look pretty while you're doing it. And some of you are like, I just can't. And so it's like, it's about that being vulnerable. And, you know, the King of Cups is quite vulnerable. Vulnerable on the inside, but he's, you know, so that's what I'm talking about, showing those emotions, about being vulnerable here. Celebration. Celebrate your small successes. Reunion, happiness. The coming together. We have two threes coming out here. And we get choose wisely. The choice is yours. For some of you, this is choosing. You might have a lot of different people or situations to choose from. Okay, and it's time to sort of own up and be honest about what it is you really want. What direction do you want this to take? For some of you, it's going to be in love, but for many of you, it's going to be in business. Okay, or maybe it's, you know, you have so much that you want to learn. So it's really about narrowing down where you want to go. At the bottom of the deck, you get the Ace of Wands, passion ignited. It's beautiful. That's a brand new beginning. So Spirit's really saying you have to choose where your passion lies. But you cannot ignore this Strength card in reverse, that you know, and with this lemniscate, my fancy word for this figure 8, like I can see you want to charge full speed ahead. Look, and there's our Uranus card. You want this new beginning and you want it to move forward, but some of you just don't have the energy right now, and you need to listen to yourself there. You need to listen to yourself. You need to celebrate your small victories. You need to also be vulnerable. You might have to open up to somebody. You might have to speak the truth. And that truth might even be, it might be to somebody else about the truth of how you feel, but it could also be the truth to yourself about what it is you really want, because that's a hard conversation to have, because we get expectations, other people's expectations, our own expectations of what our lives should look like, what our journey should feel like or look like. And I feel like it's definitely confusing, but you have to do this work. I like this celebration card though. Celebrate your small victories here. Take a rest. Refill your cup. Divine timing. Yeah, it's so funny. I was going to say that with the Ace of Wands showing up. Remember that timing is at work here. And again, if you are worried about being on that continuum, about losing momentum, like, well, I can push forward right now. I can keep going. I can keep balancing all these people, all these situations, all these, my side hustle and my job and my love and my, and my workout routine or whatever. It can be mundane. It can be completely esoteric, but divine timing. Let's see what this arrow is pointing at. Oh, this is about love. This is about love. Some of you guys here are wanting to give up. Some of you guys aren't sure which direction to choose, where to go. Spirit wants you to know, don't take the guesswork out of it. All of this has already been figured out. It's really important that you do you. It's really important that you do you. Some of you need to be vulnerable. Some of you need to open up to this person. And bearing it all is going to bring so much happiness. And I think that's confusing. I think that's scary because you don't want to be seen as weak. You don't want to be seen as not being able to do it all and to be perfect while doing it. Playfulness. Yeah, it's time to not be so serious. Final message for the collective. The Seven of Cups has come out a lot this week. The word Lord, communication, praise, and dishonesty. Yeah. Breaking down to a 7. So we have 2 sevens coming out. This is a spiritual journey. Communication, again, that goes into this being vulnerable. Whether that's being really truthful with yourself, having that conversation about what you want, what you need, that's going to really help you cut through this confusion and make the choices that you need to make. Because I feel like you've been juggling for quite some time, and it's a really hard decision to make. But you're not going to lose momentum on this journey. This is what's going to propel you forward. For many of you, this is about love with divine timing and the soulmate. But you need to communicate. You need to be honest with yourself and the people that are involved here. I love that we get praise and we have the 6 of Wands here. There, you are getting praise. You will be, I think you're going to, there's something you're hesitant about talking about. There's a vulnerability or a shame associated with whatever's going on here about bearing it all. About showing those tender insides, because I think you've had this hard exterior, like I can do it all, I'm fine, I don't need any help. But in communicating that, you're going to get, this is going to be a small victory. And it's going to help you turn this World card. It's going to help you complete some sort of cycle. But there is this need, there's this lack of confidence in doing that, that whatever you're going to say or show others is going to be received. But it doesn't matter. This is what you need to do. And I feel like this is something that's been really bothering you. And so that might be what's sort of draining your self-confidence here. But there's no need to worry. There's no need to worry. Okay? And some of you guys need to focus on something completely different, like work or family or, what have you. And Spirit's saying here, don't worry about love. I know that's really important and the soulmate is going to be here. That's all happening. Don't worry. If you take that out of the equation, does that make you feel better? Knowing, expecting this to happen, that this is all happening within divine timing. Okay, if that makes you feel better, go ahead, focus on you right now. It doesn't mean if you're not thinking about this soulmate energy, or if you're not constantly working towards calling in that soulmate or working towards this relationship, maybe that I'm getting this relationship needs to take it doesn't need to take a back seat, but there are some other things that are more pressing. And that may need to happen before the soulmate energy comes in or this union happens. And I do feel like there's something very important that's happened during Leo season that needs to be celebrated, needs to be acknowledged. And it scares you. And it scares you. Some of you may be told a little lie during Leo season, right? And it's eaten you up. All right. You guys can leave me a comment if this resonates with you. I hope you have an absolutely beautiful day. Take care.